and welcome back to the Redbacks pod. Today we have our Redbacks captains on, Kurt and Claude. Hello guys, welcome to the pod and welcome back to the pod, Claude. Oh, whoa, welcome back to the pod for you as well.
Ouch.
It's good to be back. It's good to be back.
Is it good to be back, Kurt?
Always.
Yeah.
Miss Michael, though.
Yeah, we do miss
You're
Michael.
just as good though, Sophia.
Oh, thanks. Anyway, I'm actually not going to be doing this episode today. I'm actually doing an editor reveal, everyone. So everyone get ready to welcome James onto set today. Obviously, today is an episode about nationals, and who better to ask about nationals than someone who's actually never been. So Kurt and Claude have been to nationals twice now, so they are very familiar, and they are also the captains. So they have a wealth of knowledge, and they're going to be talking about their experiences at nationals and from nationals and excitement for this year with someone who's never been. So without further ado, I'm going to leave.
Drum roll?
And yeah, get a drum roll ready. And James, are you ready to come into the pod?
When do we stop drum rolling?
Just keep going.
It's going to be great for the editing.
Is he in frame yet?
I feel like I'm accepting an award or something here.
You are. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Okay, guys. So, thank you very much for having me. It's actually quite an honour to have the first guests be the captains for my first episode. And yeah, you know, what a great intro from Soph. And speaking of intros, my first kind of question to start us off is, what was your intro into your respective sports, or like, what was your inspiration?
I'll start off. My sport is beach volleyball. And so I started off with indoor volleyball when I started high school, because all my brothers played in high school. But I moved over to beach volleyball in, I want to say, year 9 or 10, when my year 7 coach, played in the Commonwealth Games and the Olympics for beach volleyball in Australia. So that was like a big inspiration for me, and I just like love being outside and stuff, so take the sport that I love and just do it, but outside.
Yeah.
I guess I was introduced to lacrosse through a friend when I was probably in grade 2, and yeah, I guess I've never looked back.
Yeah. What have been like the biggest learning curves in both your respective sports?
Remembering to wear sunscreen. That's
True.
that's
That
a
would be
big one.
hard. And then what happens if you sweat it off?
Oh,
You just keep reapplying. Gotta keep reapplying.
mid-game.
I always forget, like some tournaments, and I just come back home as a tomato.
Oh, you're a lobster.
But yeah.
Biggest learning curves. I think explaining to other people what lacrosse is a big one, because no one knows. People think it's like on horses, which is a bit strange, but you know.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I went back and I listened to the episode that you did with Michael a while ago.
And Gabby.
And
I
Gabby,
miss
yeah.
Gabby.
And the way you were describing lacrosse, you were like, it's hockey in air. I was like, I'm terrified of hockey as it is. So hockey in air is just like another level of, oh my God, here we go. Do you guys kind of have a favourite player or a team in your sports?
Currently, mine would probably be Mark Nicolaides. He's one of the 4 men players for Australia at the moment. He's a year older than me, I think.
Okay.
And my brother used to play against him growing up, and so it's really cool just watching him like play in the Olympics and just like succeeding and stuff. I think he was the shortest player at the Olympics, or one of the shortest players.
Wow.
And yeah, it's really awesome to see him do so well as like a 23, I want to say, year old. It was really cool.
That's amazing.
Probably for me, Laura, who was team manager 2 years ago, and then coach last year. I love her. She's actually going off to represent Australia in box lacrosse, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And she's probably my favourite player, such an inspiration.
Was she coaching again this year, or was there a switch?
No, because she's actually at Worlds, which is
okay.
a big deal.
I see. Yeah.
Priorities.
She's sad to miss it though, I think.
Yeah. Do you stay in contact quite regularly?
Yeah, I do,
Yeah.
which is good. We play box lacrosse in summer together, so yeah.
Yeah, wow. Okay. So I'm guessing, you know, the Olympics have just been, obviously. Did you guys watch a lot of your sports during the Olympics, or was it, I don't know, keeping an eye on other things?
I watched the first game of each of the Australian teams.
Yep.
And like just like a lot of the games on the first day. But then like as it got into the Olympics, I sort of faded off.
Yeah.
And then I just watched again when the finals came.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really cool watching, especially beach volleyball in Paris because it was right in front of the Eiffel Tower. So it was a really amazing venue to watch volleyball, and it would have been really cool just to be in there in person.
Yeah, it was unbelievable setting.
Yeah.
That could be you.
One day.
2028.
2028, yeah. 2032 at Queensland.
Yeah.
True.
The goal has been set. Here we go.
Yeah, that's the
We'll
goal.
hold him accountable with this video.
Yeah, and unfortunately lacrosse isn't in the Olympics yet,
Yeah.
but 2028 it's going to be
It's
there.
coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we
Awesome.
go.
So excited to watch that when
Yeah.
it comes.
Yeah. Well, actually, a question I had about beach volleyball especially is like, how much does the game change from 2s to 4s? And then I think you get 6s as well in beach volleyball? Is it just 4s?
None, just up to 4s.
Yeah. And 6s in normal
Yeah.
volleyball? Yeah.
Well, at uni games at least, 4s is mixed.
Okay.
So 2 men, I think it'd be maximum 2 men, but it
Yeah.
has to be at least one man, and then the rest women. And the only rule change I believe is that the ball has to touch each gender before it goes back over the net.
Interesting, right.
Yeah, so it's a bit difficult because that's a pretty new rule as well. So a few years ago when I played, it was just that a woman had to touch the ball, but now they've made it each gender has to touch the ball, which makes it infinitely more difficult because you can't just put the ball straight back over. You have to touch it at least twice. And then also last year I was the only male in the team,
Yeah.
so I always had to touch the ball every time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it can be a bit difficult, and just
Pressure.
especially just remembering the rule. Like it's so easy to forget. It took us like 2 days to actually get it into system properly. But yeah, that's probably the biggest rule change, other than just again having extra people on court to cover more court. Yeah.
Of course. Was that the most tiring season, do you think, that you've ever played, having to touch the ball every possession?
Yep, definitely, definitely.
Yeah. Do you believe that your sports teach skills that cross over into other sports, or they're quite, I don't know, a niche in the sense that it's a very defined skill set that you don't see in a lot of other?
That's a good question. I think for lacrosse, obviously, there's kind of the hand-eye coordination that it teaches. It is a bit of a niche kind of skill set to be able to kind of manipulate the ball in a stick, but it does cross over to hockey quite well, which is interesting. We get a lot of hockey players that are lacrosse players now. But yeah, I guess a mix of both for lacrosse.
Yeah. Well, with volleyball, I guess it's pretty similar between beach and indoor, obviously.
Yeah.
But like every skill is sort of translatable to a different sport. So with like hitting the ball, it's pretty much the exact same motion as throwing a baseball.
Right. Okay.
Like if you watch like professional pitchers, the way that they move, it's the exact same except they do it sideways instead of upwards.
Wow. Yeah. I'd never thought that, actually.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Setting, it's just like passing, like basketball, netball.
Yeah.
Same motion. Jumping, every sport jumps, very similar jumping mechanics.
Yeah.
And then passing, one that I was talking about with my brother who plays with me sometimes. It's very similar to golf.
Oh, right.
When you have your arms out in front, and it's the same sort of like motion of having your elbows locked, and it's kind of similar. Not very translatable, but a lot of people that I know that play volleyball are pretty good at golf. So
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell all my golf friends you're probably going to be great at volleyball.
yeah, maybe.
First session, you'll be good. Okay, so you said you've got a lot of hockey people transferring quite well into lacrosse. Is it the other way around as well, or is it a bit harder?
I think it's slightly harder, but I would imagine it's the same. I actually play hockey as well.
Okay.
So I kind of don't know how that transition would be. But I guess it's more hockey to lacrosse because no one's played lacrosse, basically. Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah. No, definitely. Okay, guys. Well, look, they've now warmed me up on my first introduction. So let's get into nationals. Because as Soph said, I've never been before. So I'm coming this year. It's my first nationals. I'm very excited, but I have no idea what to expect. So like, if you were gonna give advice to a first-time go, and I'm not competing, obviously. So let's say for the people competing, what would you say? Walking into that first nationals experience.
Just have fun. Like, don't stress too much. I know it seems like a big deal, and there's a lot going on. It's probably very likely that it's your first interstate tournament, or at least first interstate tournament, where you're not there being directed by like an adult coach or an adult manager. Like you're the adult now. But just don't let that intimidate you. Just go into it with an open mind and be ready to make a lot of friends. I think that's probably the biggest thing. Yes, on court, your opponents, but once you get off the court, really try to just like be open and be friendly with everyone, because a lot of those friendships will go a long way. It's a really good place to network if you want to start like talking about career opportunities and stuff, meeting people. You never know where some of those first introductions will take you. That's probably it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess, you know, I think Kurt said most of it, but having fun and kind of just, I guess we're a bit of a family, the Redbacks, so kind of embracing that and cheering everyone on and keeping the sportsmanship up. Yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
But it's really fun. It's really fun.
Yeah.
And exploring Canberra, I guess.
Yeah, true,
Yeah.
true.
It does give you like a week to go and kind of explore a bit.
Have you guys spent much time in Canberra before, or is this a first time?
I was there for a week in primary school, like school camp, but I don't really remember much of it.
Did you go to the drop slide thing?
Yeah, the one in Questacon?
Questacon?
Yeah. That's about all I remember.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah, also I went, I think, for a couple of days, and I don't know why, but we were segwaying everywhere. You know,
right.
those like segways.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was quite odd, but yeah, I remember that. Pretty good place.
I wonder if they've still got them there.
Sophia laughing behind.
Instead of lime scooters, they have segways.
Yeah, we should just get
That
everyone a
would
Segway,
actually
all the
be
coaches.
really fun.
I can see that. Just zooming with your camera.
Oh, it'll be a good motion shot, you know, like a rail shot.
Get some
True.
great footage.
Yeah.
There we go.
Sorry, that tangented a bit.
No, it's excellent. I mean, I wonder, you know, obviously the scooters are getting banned in the CBD here, so long live the Segway.
Are they?
I think they just.
What?
I think the government just passed a law. We don't have to put this in the pod, by the way. This is a real.
But this is something
tangent now.
people need to know.
No, I think I saw something that the CBD is banning scooters. So
Oh, that's
outside the
devastating.
city. Yeah.
I already rode my first one like a few weeks ago.
I haven't
really?
ridden
Yeah,
one.
that's so fun. It was daunting, but it was fun.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So, nationals. Off the top of your head, first 3 words that come in. Describe it to me. Explain it to me in 3 words.
Okay, my first one is. My second one is. Fake sand.
Ooh,
Really excited to see fake
yeah.
sand and the fake beach volleyball. And then third one is sportsmanship.
Okay. Fake, sand, and sportsmanship.
Fake sand is one.
Okay.
The word I'm not allowed to say is the other. And then
Okay.
sportsmanship.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine would be community. I guess bouncing off the sportsmanship, competitiveness, and fun. Actually, I'll swap that fun for memories.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good one. These
He's
guys
got
have been
an
media
extra
trained.
one.
Yeah,
He
4.
got
Sorry.
4.
Well, you kind of only gave 2, so.
Okay, I gave another one. I'm joking.
Oh man, yeah, you've definitely been media trained. These 2 here, they're all over this. Can't get a clear answer.
I don't
me.
think Sophia agrees.
Getting a lot of bleeps. Okay, guys. So Sophia said that this is your 3rd nationals, going to nationals. There we go. So you've had Perth or Gold Coast before this. Which one did you prefer out of the 2?
Controversial.
I don't think so. I think it's pretty widely accepted that Queensland was better. From everyone I've talked to, yeah?
Yeah, that's from everyone I've talked to. I think there are good things about both.
Yeah,
Okay.
there were
Am I
good
allowed
things
to say
about it. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Gold Coast. I'm trying to even remember now. I liked where we were for Gold Coast. And Perth was good as well. I'm
But-
scared of Sophia. She's staring me down behind the camera.
You're allowed to say what you want. I'm just disagreeing with you.
Yeah, most of my
I think
teammates are like, yeah.
it's very much like the actual states themselves. Like I've been to Perth 3 times, including nationals. Every time it's just such a relaxing vibe. Like it's very like, even though it is like a major city, like it's just like small town sort of. It's very quiet, very relaxing. even like the nightlife, like it was like we went out and stuff, but it was very much like, how you going? Like it was very chill. But yeah, Queensland, I guess everyone knows Queensland for its nightlife and its partying, beaches, very busy. So it's just very different. But I think the biggest standout difference between Perth and Queensland to me was that community, the Redbacks community, because Perth was so big, like everything was so far away from each other. It was really hard to go watch other sports.
Yeah.
I didn't see any other sports when I was in Perth.
Oh, right,
I was
okay.
only there for I think I watched one basketball game. But I was just at the beach the whole time, because the beach was right next to the accommodation, but all the other sports were like
Half an hour away.
it was a while away for the other sports. But yeah, at Queensland it was pretty good, because like everything was like relatively close to each other, or at least like you catch a tram, or like an Uber would be like $5-10 to like the nearest sport. So it was a lot better. And I think also just like what Steph and
Matt?
did as captains last year. You're cutting that up.
It's all right, Matt, I've got you.
What Steph and Matt did last year with the community, and like really encouraging people to like get to other games and other events. I think that really built on the experience of going to nationals, and we are striving to do the same and outdo them this year.
Follow on from
Yeah. That's awesome. What did you learn from their captaincy last year?
Just trying to be what's the word I'm looking for? Just be out there. Like, don't be afraid to just like speak up. Just talk to everyone. Like, you don't have to just communicate with the team managers.
Yeah, that is very true.
You're captain of everybody. You're not just captain of the other team managers. So I think that's probably the biggest thing that I learned, because from them last year was
I think the support that they showed throughout, and even like before and after, was kind of unmatched, I'd say. I think it was Matt that went and saw, I think, was it futsal, who were competing somewhere else? Yeah, it was futsal, and he like did that of his own accord, and Steph was supporting everyone, and I think
Awesome.
just their support they showed. Yeah.
And in your own time now as captains, how do you want your captaincy to be remembered, do you think?
These are like tricky questions.
in a blaze of glory. Gold medals around my neck. Just I don't know. That's a tough question.
I think we want everyone to feel very comfortable, but also have a lot of fun, be motivated, be competitive.
Yeah. I guess I'd like to be remembered as not a captain. Just like you think of like, who was captain? It was Kurt, but he was just a mate.
Yeah.
That's
no,
fantastic.
totally.
That's
I
great
get
answer.
that. Yeah. I'm stealing that.
You're stealing that? No copyright took on it. That's fair. That's very fair.
I'll let you borrow it.
Okay, we'll make shirts saying "Blaze of Glory" captains at the end.
And then
with the
on the
gold
back
medals.
it just says mate. Yeah.
That's great. Have you guys got a favourite national story, either from Perth or from Gold Coast, or is this too hard to recall off the top of your head because there's so many?
I feel like
memories.
Sophia has one.
Too many.
There's so many. I think winning gold first year was really amazing.
Yeah.
We had so many Redbacks there to support us, and I think that really pushed us over the line to get the gold.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably my favourite memory, I'd say.
Probably watching the bowling last year was really fun. That was the first event, like other than beach volleyball, that me and the rest of the team went and saw. We finished early that day. I think it was like we finished like midday, and we were like, what are we going to do for the rest of our day? So we just put in the chat, like, what is going on? Like, is anybody playing at the moment? And yeah, the temp in bowling was on, so we rushed down there, and it was, I think they were playing for gold, or like they were playing to get into like contention or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was insane. Like, I didn't know how rowdy bowling could get.
Yeah.
I think I was there for that one, actually.
I don't know. I just remember the bowling.
Yeah, you were
I was
just
zoned
fixated on
in.
that.
How did they go in the end? Did they qualify?
Yeah, they won some gold medals. I can't remember how many.
Okay.
Cooper broke a record. He won. I think they won an individual. I think they won a pairs gold as well, or a silver.
Yeah.
It's a gold.
They broke a world record, the nationals record.
Yeah. I said that, but that's good. But yeah, no, it was very, very good environment. And then that's just kind of like kicked us on into, because like before the day before that, it was very much like we were just keeping to ourselves, sort of like we did in the previous year. But then going and seeing that, and then like experiencing like the community with everyone else that was there as well, that sort of like kicked us into overdrive. And then we just like tried to get it to as much as we could. Unfortunately, it was very busy for the rest of the week. So the only other things we could get to were one netball game and the basketball bronze medal game, which that was also,
That was a good
I'm
one.
changing my highlight. Frankie getting on court,
Yeah.
Hey.
easily probably the most memorable thing about that game, or pretty much the whole week. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I'm massively excited to go and see all these events and figure out myself, which is my favorite to watch. Outside of the sports that you compete in, what are a couple sports that you're like, I have to go see this at Nationals? Sorry, I'm directing it. Okay,
Yeah.
so anyone can take it.
Well, I'd like to go see lacrosse. I've never actually seen it in person
Really?
before.
Okay.
My only experience is Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf? Wild Child?
Yeah, I haven't watched that yet. I'll get to it.
Wow.
I'll watch it before Nationals.
Okay.
Yeah, lacrosse would be cool to watch, especially because it's outdoors this time.
Yeah.
Even more like Teen Wolf.
And then we transform into werewolves.
I can't wait for that.
We do.
Yeah, that. I don't know. Maybe Ultimate Frisbee. I watched my
Yeah.
first game of that a few months ago at the InterVarsity. It was just interesting. It's like watching them like ref themselves, and
That blows my mind.
yeah,
I can't picture that. Yeah, 'cause
it
I haven't seen
wasn't super because the InterVarsity was a lot more. I assumed it was a bit more friendly, so I want to see like once it gets more competitive, like how that goes. Like, do they start like yelling, or is it always civil? Like, yeah, it's just interesting to. It will be interesting to experience how that goes.
Yeah, I think Ultimate Frisbee, definitely. I saw them last year and it was amazing to watch. And they were very civil, which it's amazing, the sportsmanship like both teams show.
Yeah.
Obviously beach volleyball, obviously.
Yeah.
I think golf would be really interesting because I
Okay.
think we've got some people competing in golf, and also hockey. I do love hockey, so
Yeah.
I want to support hockey as
Yeah,
well.
awesome. Claude, how much does the game, how much does lacrosse change moving from indoors to outdoors?
Not a lot. I guess the only one would be like sunscreen, obviously,
Here we go.
which could get
Don't
a bit
forget.
hard with like the stick, obviously, and your hands getting slippery. But yeah, that's probably the main thing. I think for the lacrosse we play, which is lacrosse fives, it's already kind of a different game than I guess we could say real lacrosse.
Okay.
So it's like a small court, it's more fast-paced, and it's using men's sticks and it's mixed, which lacrosse usually isn't. So I guess that's kind of the biggest difference. Yeah.
Does the wind ever alter the movement of the ball if you've got a big
That's
day?
very true. We haven't tested that.
Because I actually haven't, admittedly, watched much lacrosse in my time, so I don't actually know how, the material of the ball, how heavy it is.
It's kind of like the one we play with is kind of like a down ball. Did you used to play like down ball in primary school?
Yeah.
It's like the pink rubber kind of ball. So we usually throw it pretty hard, so I think the wind's not too, it doesn't affect it too much, but yeah. I think that is a very good point. I'm going to bring that up to my coach.
Okay, we're all prepared.
Do a bunch of research.
Yeah.
Write a
Hey,
thesis.
Tom.
The effects of wind in lacrosse.
Lacrosse vibes, yeah.
Come back for another year in sports science. Doctorate in lacrosse balls. There we go. How has preparation for nationals been like? Have you guys been really busy? Has it been ramping up slowly?
Yeah, sort of ramping up slowly for us this year because we've had a shorter window because the nationals got moved up a couple of weeks. So it's been a bit hard trying to organise everyone.
Yeah.
We have one player from like each section of Melbourne. Like one down in Geelong, one down close to Mornington, one up north in Yarra Ranges. So it's a bit hard getting us all to be able to organise ourselves to like one location without having someone travel too far. And then also half the team went off to Europe or somewhere during the break. So we've slowly been getting back into it, but I think the past 2-3 weeks, we've had at least one training a week. So it's been getting good. I've been doing some scrimmages with some other teams, like non-uni competing teams, and then we'll have a scrimmage against Vic Uni as well next week, I believe. So yeah, a lot of training, a lot of hard work, but they all train outside of uni as well. So it's not too bad.
Yeah, I think we're pretty similar. We've had pretty consistent trainings, but they've ramped up. And we also kind of play with the club Monday and Wednesdays anyway, so we've got that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we also are doing some scrimmages with Melbourne Uni and La Trobe. So that's been good, just to get in there, because they're our biggest competition, Melbourne Uni.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that leads to my next question. So they're our biggest rival in lacrosse, Melbourne Uni.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are.
Yeah. And in beach volleyball, is there a specific uni that you're like, okay, circle them?
Well, the last 2 years was Monash, because that's who my brother played for.
Cool.
But he
Controversial.
doesn't play anymore.
Okay.
So I don't know. This year, I guess Curtin, because they're the reigning champs.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's who we
yeah.
want to take down. But yeah, I think we got a good chance this year.
Yeah.
Got a good team.
Yeah. Did you play against your brother in past nationals?
I did not actually.
Okay.
So because last year I was in mixed, and then the year before that he was in the other pool.
Yeah.
And he made it through, and I didn't. So
Okay.
it's a bit unfortunate how we got stitched up, but yeah, it's all right.
I got you. Okay, and then if we were to say on a university level, outside of our individual sports here, is there another university that is the rival? Is that too hard to say? There's so many going, it's hard to pinpoint.
UTS. Yeah, definitely UTS. I mean, we
UTS.
have the derby with them. So like we've been pretty competitive with them for the past couple of years now, and even before that. There's certain chants that we are not allowed to say anymore that go way back.
Okay.
Sort of disregarding that, but yeah, definitely UTS would be our biggest rival uni. In pretty much every sport.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah,
agree
okay.
with that.
Yeah. Do you guys know a lot of people at UTS or not so much?
No, I know a couple of people that play indoor volleyball
Yeah.
at UTS, but none from beach volleyball.
Yeah, none from lacrosse
Yeah.
so much. I'm not sure they have a team. Maybe.
Okay.
Potentially.
Okay. Well, you heard it here, UTS. You know, we're coming for you.
We are.
It doesn't really matter where we end up as long as we're above UTS, I suppose. Well, actually, I'm speaking mine. I can't talk for the captains here. They probably want to win gold and everything.
Gold in every single sport. That's what we expect.
Excellent. Talking about golds and sports, is there a certain team that you look at and you're like, this is the biggest lock for a medal? Or is it too hard to say?
From RMIT?
From RMIT, sorry, yeah.
I haven't had a look at too many other sports, but I reckon beach volleyball is going to get a medal for sure.
I like it.
Yeah, potentially two, if me and Nathan pull through. But I think our team's stronger than they were last year for class, and they won bronze last year. So hopefully we're looking to win either gold or silver this year.
Okay, I like it.
And then the other one would be bowling. We have Cooper back from last year, our reigning champion, who's now the team manager. So hopefully he will lead the rest of the bowlers.
Nice.
In a blaze of glory.
Does he get a shirt as well, or are we, keeping this?
I think you should get a separate shirt, just champion, just record-breaking champion, blaze of glory.
Yeah.
Bunch of bowling balls on fire. I'm already picturing a shirt.
I can
We'll
see
get
that.
it made.
Okay. We'll get on Redbubble. We'll sort something.
We will.
Okay, so we've made the trip. We've made the trip. We're in Canberra.
Okay.
I was like, wait,
Should we close our eyes?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
I like that. Cool,
Let's
all
do
over this,
some-
man. I kind of need to keep my eye open because I want
Also,
to check
lacrosse is going to get gold, I forgot to say.
There we go.
Yeah. What the hell, Kurt?
I was waiting for you to back yourself. Sorry.
No, that's my fault. I
Yeah,
interrupted.
sorry. Back to the visualization.
Okay. Welcome night. You're in Canberra. The air smells different. Okay, it smells of the ACT. There's just something different about the air up there. I've got some family up there. I used to go when I was younger. Okay,
So you can say this.
Yeah, I can be, I can vouch for it. Welcome night. TM challenges. Have we been preparing?
We've got some things
We have a couple
On
in
the
mind.
ropes?
Yeah.
That we can't give any information.
No disclosure.
Because then they
No
get to
disclosure.
prepare, but we need the most preparation. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's going to be good.
yeah,
Okay. And the masses will be entertained.
they will be. They will. I'll give you a hint. They won't be as physical as they have been in the last years.
Mental.
Maybe. Psychological.
Oh, that's actually got me really
Just
excited.
staring contests.
I'd actually quite enjoy to watch that.
You should. I think you should compete as well.
The staring contest.
Yes. Oh.
Media team competes
Media
this
team.
year.
team
Yep,
competes.
we're doing that.
Yes,
Sophie's
Sophia.
not
Yes,
happy
Sophia.
with
What?
It won't
You-
just be TMs.
Yeah. It'll be like media team has to compete as well.
Yeah.
Oh, what have I got?
And
this
we'll get
into?
staff as well.
Yes.
Marco will crush it.
Marco.
Marco's not coming?
What?
I'm not coming anymore, guys.
He's out.
Oh, that's gutting. All
Yeah.
right, let's move on.
Before
happy
Coke
topics.
Fries.
Start
Yeah.
crying.
Happier topics. Okay. Well, Claude, this one's actually for you. So I'm sure you've heard already, but there's news about a certain competitor returning and taking masters. His name, I believe, rhymes with Harksey.
Oh my gosh. I was really scared. Yes, I know the rhyming name of Harksey.
You know that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Old Harksey. Have you got any words for him? Because I believe you two have a personal showdown. in
We do.
prior
I'll look
years.
straight in the camera. Be scared. Be very scared. Okay, that's what I got.
Okay, there we go. Okay, not giving too much away on the staring contest as well.
No,
like
I
quick
just don't have
snapshot.
time to worry about those kind of things. Yeah.
He barely goes through the mind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In and
yeah.
out.
No, we actually are family friends. Like we
Oh,
realize
really?
we have connections. We have very close family friends connections, which is so random, but
Yeah.
makes sense.
There you go. There you go.
It's where champions emerge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, it's personal. It's really
Yeah.
personal. And Kurt, for you, which, in your opinion, which athlete or team is going to be the greatest source for content at nationals?
Oh,
That's hard.
that's a tough one. Greatest source of content.
And I have ambushed you guys with a lot of questions. You've done really well.
There's so much thinking.
Am I allowed to
I'm
answer?
trying to think of who
Yeah,
was the
oh,
funniest
please
last
as well.
year.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
sneak in here.
I think basketball because they've been media trained by Sophia.
That's a good point. Yeah. The UBL season. A lot of that guy.
Yeah.
No. Go on.
I always like the hockey men's team because they are the easiest to convince to do anything.
Oh,
Like, the practical jokes I play on them every year. I have another one.
I've decided the futsal team with all of the international players. I think they will be hilarious.
Yeah.
Sorry, soccer team. The
Soccer
soccer
team.
team. with all
Okay.
the- Yeah.
Okay.
I reckon that would be amazing. That would be
I think that will be.
Okay, well, you know, we can potentially do a thing where at the end of nationals we can go through the numbers and maybe crown a content king in terms of views.
That's a
and
good idea.
Or
see what comes
queen.
up. Or queen, sorry. Look at me, I'm awful at this. It's my first time. Jeez.
No, I'm just backing you up.
Oh, yeah, okay, thank you so much. I need your support. Can it please transfer to Canberra as well?
Yeah.
Thank you. Will you hold my hand at TM challenges?
I'm already holding Kurt's hand. So
Oh,
I don't think I can
need all
hold-
the support I can get.
I can't.
Get in
I need
line.
one to do the challenges. Yeah, Sorry.
Can I hold Kurt's hand and we pass it down the
I mean,
Yeah, we can go on a
Tchia.
chain.
Oh, I like
Yeah,
that.
that's
Yeah.
a good idea.
Okay, nice. We'll lock that in. Okay, Kurt, this is more of a personal question.
Oh, lovely.
Okay. Sphere got very worried there. She looked up. Fear in her eyes. So, I saw a recent social media post about your announcement as captain, and I have a lot of questions.
Yeah, a lot of people did.
So, we'll chuck a overlay of the video that we're talking.
You really don't have to.
Hey, I think if people have seen the bloopers, the real video
Yeah,
is
great.
ready to come out. What's your chicken's name?
The chicken that was in the video.
Yeah.
Is it yours?
Yeah, I had 6 chickens.
Oh, right.
But down to 2.
Okay.
A few diseases and
Ah.
foxes. We were down to 1 at one point, But then one of them came back.
Oh, what?
So,
Oh, wow.
To life?
I'm
or-
assuming it's the same chicken that we had. Maybe it's just a random chicken. I have no idea. But we had one for like, I think 2 or 3 weeks, and then the second one just popped up again. So maybe we just didn't see it. It was just hiding in a bush somewhere. I have no idea. But so yeah, we have 2 chickens. One of them's name is Kentucky.
Okay,
My dad
perfect.
named them all after food.
That's probably why they're all dead now. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Sorry.
Well,
I didn't mean to be that blunt.
did I say that out loud? The one in the video is Zinger.
Zinger? Okay, perfect. And would you say Zinger is your driving inspiration at Nationals?
Yeah, he's my emotional, or she is my emotional sport animal.
Yeah. Okay, when
Is she
times get
coming?
tough.
Probably. Oh, maybe actually.
You're driving up this year?
Yeah, driving up could bring her.
Bring your chicken?
Good source of protein. The eggs, not the chicken. The eggs. But not eating Zinger.
Okay, so if we brought a giant cutout of Zinger in the stands and held it up,
That's a great
Yeah.
idea.
would you like that?
I would like that.
Okay.
We'll rebrand from RMIT Redbacks to RMIT Roosters.
All right. Oh,
That's a good ring.
it's actually really good.
We just got started with one rebrand, but get ready, there's another one coming.
Well, the last time the rebrands happened, it was quick succession from, I think, 95 to 97. So maybe a couple of years.
2
we'll put the
years.
Roosters in.
2 years. We're going to be the
Get
Roosters.
Zinger there.
Yeah.
So-
RMIT Roosters, and we'll be sponsored by KFC. Fuck, that's actually a good idea.
Alrighty. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to throw this out to you again, ambushing you, and apologies. This entire interview has been an ambush.
No, it hasn't. It's been great.
Okay.
It's been a lovely interview.
Have you got anything to say for all the athletes going to Canberra, for your opponents going to Canberra, the staff, the media members, anything that you'd like to get out there as a little precursor message?
I thought we were going
never
to say
know.
the exact same thing at the same time.
Just give it your all.
Perfect.
Yeah, and get excited, have fun, and let's show everyone what
Yeah.
Redbacks can do.
Let's bite back.
You should say bite back.
Bite back, all 3 of us.
Yeah.
How about we all do different things and then
Okay.
everyone's
Okay.
going to know. It's like, what the hell? Let's go. All right, ready? Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Bite
Bite
back.
back.
I'm not getting back on another episode, I guess.
No, this
I'll
is
stay as
good.
editor. Awesome. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank
Thank you for having us.
Thank you
And,
for having
I
us.
hope that your time as captains is fun, you enjoy it, and, go RMIT, go Redbacks.
Go Redbacks.
Go Redbacks.
Redbacks on fire.